Welcome to This Week in Palm Bay, your weekly news briefing from the Palm Bear. I am Rosie.
And I am Buzz. Today is Sunday, August 16, 2026, delivering a data-driven look at municipal decisions, public safety audits, economic growth, and elections across South Brevard.
Coming up, an exclusive audit reveals how city staff blocked an unengineered flock license plate reader permit during the active shutdown.
Plus, the FBI and Palm Bay Police interdict a mass casualty threat targeting a South Brevard middle school.
Commercial plans unveil a two-story prototype Publix on Palm Bay Road as housing data shows a persistent regional deficit.
Early voting concludes for the primary election ahead of Tuesday's decisive city council matchups, while council reviews developer-funded eminent domain.
Let us dive straight into our municipal recap.
In transportation, City Council approved Supplemental Agreement Number 1 with engineering firm GFT, advancing the 4-lane widening of St. John's Heritage Parkway.
The $430,000 agreement completes design revisions for the 3-mile segment from Malabar Road to north of Emerson Drive Northwest, expanding the 2-lane road into a 4-lane divided arterial with raised medians and signals.
The $3.3 million design phase is funded by state appropriations and impact fees, utilizing city right-of-way and a 10-acre retention pond transfer. Groundbreaking is targeted for fall 2027.
Meanwhile, South Brevard environmental advocates rallied to build support for renewing the Save Our Indian River Lagoon half-cent sales tax on the November ballot.
Organizers stress that sales tax revenues provide vital matching funds for septic-to-sewer conversions, muck dredging in Turkey Creek, and stormwater filtration under Florida Statute 381.00655 before 2030.
Turning to public safety, following the executive suspension and canvas hooding of Palm Bay's entire flock camera network, the Palm Bayer audited municipal permit filings.
Public records in Palm Bay's IMS portal show permit application PW26-02185 for 868 Jupiter Boulevard Northwest was submitted with 0 engineering drawings, no sealed calculations, and no Sunshine 811 notification.
Instead of plans stamped by a Florida engineer, the vendor submitted a generic description for a 12-foot rigid pole direct buried in cement. In engineering terms, direct burial creates an unyielding obstacle, violating FDOT Index 700-10, which mandates breakaway bases in the clear zone.
Crucially, Palm Bay intake staff caught the submittal on August 14th, placing administrative stop flag OTH 08220-305 to freeze the application.
While intake safeguards blocked the permit, the filing reveals vendor field specifications remain unengineered and non-compliant with state clear zone standards.
In regional law enforcement, proactive interagency coordination neutralized a grave threat to local students this past week.
Palm Bay Police and the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force arrested a 13-year-old student following an urgent tip to the FBI regarding threats on TikTok targeting Stone Magnet Middle School.
Detectives intervened immediately and seized the minor's phone, uncovering a saved electronic manifesto detailing a planned mass shooting. The student was charged under Florida Statute 836.10 with written threats of a mass shooting, a second-degree felony, and remanded to juvenile custody for a 21-day risk assessment.
Police Chief Jeff Spears commended the alert citizen who reported the threats, reiterating zero tolerance and urging parents to monitor their children's online activity.
Brevard Public Schools reminded families that OpenGate weapons detection and the Fortify FL reporting platform remain fully operational across all campuses.
On our economic growth desk, major commercial redevelopment is moving forward at Palm Bay Road and Babcock Street at the Palm Bay Center Plaza.
Realty World Curry Commercial unveiled plans to demolish the original 1978 shopping center, where Palm Bay's legacy Publix closed on July 11th after 48 years, and construct a modern 2-story prototype Publix.
The design features a second-floor mezzanine cafe, a drive-through pharmacy, an adjoining Publix liquor store, and new commercial outparcels for casual dining and drive-throughs. Vertical construction will span 2027.
This retail reinvestment arrives as new data highlights sustained residential demand. A report from Builder Magazine and Zonda reveals Metro Palm Bay remains 3.8% underbuilt, with new home sales up 7.8% year-over-year.
This retail reinvestment arrives as new data highlights sustained residential demand. A report from Builder Magazine and Zonda reveals Metro Palm Bay remains 3.8% underbuilt, with new home sales up 7.8% year-over-year.
Regional demand is reinforced by aerospace growth, notably Blue Origin's $600 million Project Horizon expansion on Merritt Island, adding 830,000 square feet and 500 engineering jobs, averaging over $98,000.
In municipal procurement, the City of Palm Bay held a public bid opening on August 11th for invitation to bid 46-ITB-26, covering the Fred Pope Regional Park Bridge and Roadway Connector.
The project constructs a 98-foot, three-span reinforced concrete bridge across Melbourne-Tillman Canal No. 7, along with 1,300 linear feet of access road, stormwater ponds, sidewalks, and 22 light poles connecting to St. John's Heritage Parkway. Procurement agent Kelly Gutierrez opened 2 bids. Cathcart Construction submitted $6.91 million, while C.W. Roberts Contracting submitted $5.78 million, emerging as apparent low bidder by a spread of $1.13 million.
As a standard procurement reminder, this public opening reflects offers received and does not constitute a contract award. Staff is evaluating responsiveness, with a formal recommendation scheduled for City Council in September.
Moving to civic affairs, early voting for the 2026 primary election officially closed across Brevard County on Saturday, August 15th at 4 p.m.
Certified data from Supervisor of Elections Tim Bobanek reports pre-election turnout at 14.95%, with 65,700 ballots cast, 35,021 by mail, and 30,679 in person.
Party tallies show Republicans casting 34,310 ballots, Democrats casting 23,522, and NPA voters casting 7,868.
In Palm Bay, 5,612 early votes were cast between the Election Center and South Mainland Community Center. Voting concludes Tuesday, August 18th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at assigned precincts to decide Council Seat 4 and Seat 5 matchups.
Palm Bay also secured a $2.4 million federal Safe Streets for All grant through the Space Coast TPO to build new sidewalks and crosswalks around local schools.
Looking ahead to City Hall, Palm Bay City Council convenes this Thursday, August 20th, at 6 p.m. for a packed legislative meeting.
The leading item is Resolution 2026-12, authorizing Quick-Take eminent domain to acquire the missing right-of-way segment through Cypress Bay West for St. John's Heritage Parkway.
Under the binding agreement, developer Rolling Meadow Ranch will fund 100% of legal fees, appraisals, and land compensation to condemn the Four-Star Group parcel and construct the first 2 roadway lanes at zero taxpayer expense.
Council will also hold a public hearing for Health First $167.6 million hospital expansion on Metplex Parkway Northeast, featuring a developer-funded traffic signal at Malabar Road and administrative height relief for surgical infrastructure.
Conversely, staff and fire rescue recommend denial for Thermotane Propane's proposed bulk plant on Wingham Drive Southwest due to wildfire hazards, dirt roads, and the nearest hydrant being 1.73 miles away.
Council will also conduct a second reading on Ordinance 2026-22, overhauling Chapter 179 Natural Resources and Wellfield Codes. Public comments can be submitted to City Council at palmbayfl.gov.
Turning to our community calendar, on Tuesday, August 25th, City Manager Matthew Morton hosts Coffee with the City Manager from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. at City Hall for morning conversation and resident questions.
On Saturday, August 29th, the Tony Rosa Community Center hosts the annual Mayor's Cup Boxing Invitational presented by Round 13 Boxing Club and Parks and Rec. Doors open at 1 p.m. with first bell at 2 p.m. for over 20 amateur bouts. General admission is $25, ringside VIP is $45, and kids 5 and under are free.
The City of Palm Bay is also actively hiring municipal lifeguards, aquatic instructors, and recreation aides at palmbayflorida.gov/jobs.
Meanwhile, the County Commission adopted Melbourne-Tillman Water Control District rates at $25 per acre for residential parcels and $52.50 for commercial parcels to maintain flood control canals.
Families can also check out the DeGroote Library Youth STEM Workshop on August 22nd and the Chamber Civic Breakfast on September 2nd.
Wrapping up with road advisories, Palm Bay Public Works scheduled daytime closures this week for drainage pipe replacement. Boeing Street Northeast will be closed just west of Emerson Drive Northeast on August 18th and 19th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. On Harvey Avenue Northeast, daytime lane closures with flaggers run August 18th through 21st. On the highway network, FDOT is launching a $26.6 million resurfacing and safety project along 12.5 miles of Interstate 95, under contract T5876.
Contractor Timothy Rose Contracting will perform nightly lane closures from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., repaving travel lanes, overhauling ramps at St. John's Heritage Parkway and Babcock Street, adding rumble strips, and upgrading guardrails to MASH standards.
This project illustrates the mana contrast. While private vendors attempt to install unengineered posts in city rights-of-way, Florida is investing millions to eliminate rigid roadside hazards and enforce life-saving clear zone engineering.
Public safety and engineering compliance must apply equally across South Brevard. For complete reporting and public documents, visit news.thepalmbear.com.
Thank you for watching This Week in Palm Bay. Remember to vote on Tuesday, stay engaged, and we will see you next week.